Yes, Max.
Hello and welcome
Here we are.
to episode.
It's episode 3 of the LadsTake podcast. Your host today is Max Cook.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the LadsTake podcast. We're just waiting on one more member to join in. We're unfortunately going to start off on a little sour note this week. Our views on TikTok have been, quite frankly, disgraceful. So, would people please get over there? It's just LadsTake.
Hello, boys. Please.
And last week, Max was basically on his knees begging for comments. I haven't seen a single comment.
I haven't either.
Yeah, so we're looking for comments as well. So if you would like to interact with us, then please do so. As at the moment we're feeling we're just by ourselves.
Yeah, we're just talking to a brick wall.
No worries. I'll get my mum to comment. No worries.
There we go. I know a few of the lads' girlfriends have already subscribed, so that's a start, lads.
Not mine, unfortunately.
Josh, I feel. What? Why isn't she?
She doesn't back it. She doesn't back it.
Nah.
She misses me too much.
She needs to get walking.
If she doesn't support you, you need to get rid of her, mate.
Mine hasn't.
That is not going out.
I can't
Anyway.
think why.
I'm editing this. Don't worry. Right then.
My girlfriend's not liked it yet, but she will soon.
She will in 5 years when you have one.
Anyway, lads. So welcome
Max
to
has
the
girls.
Sorry, pal. What was that?
You have girls.
See?
Yeah, not women, girls.
Harvey Barnes, more like, guys. So, guys, welcome to episode 3. Everybody listening to our podcast. We feel like we're getting better by the week, so please keep listening. Show us some interaction as well. So, first off, lads, I'll introduce yourselves. So, there's a nice Josh, there's a nice Pav, and a nice Elliot. And we all had a good week, lads. First of all, I think it's good to catch up about the week we've had. Any interesting things that have happened, obviously. Just enlighten everybody. Should we kick off with Elliot?
Yeah, I want to hear it.
I don't know if you've seen the socials, but I have shaved my ass.
Oh, interesting. What was
got rid of
what was the
long
thought, Elliot?
Well, I was sick of my hair looking like a bog bush every day. I could lift my hair was that long, I could tie it in the top knot, and it looked good. Like I'm used to having a skin fade every fortnight and looking fit as fuck. But in my own biased opinion, obviously. But
That's getting clipped for TikTok.
Yeah, that's a new one.
But
Elliot, you've shown the lads, and to be honest, we've all said it looks all right.
it actually looks decent. I don't know
Well-
where I come from. This is England, so it's not that bad.
I think we said last week as well that if we got 20 likes, then Elliot would shave all of his hair off. Now, that TikTok is going to go out tonight. So, of the recording, that is. So, if we do get 20 likes, then we'll shave the rest of his hair off.
There's
And
not
we'll
much
do it in
to
person.
anyway, but you know.
No, Elliot, to be fair, if you get like an England tattoo, wear an England shirt, you will look Brexit.
Yeah,
Like,
Brexit
you'll literally be
means
the face of Brexit.
Yeah.
But Elliot, good effort, and I think it's only onwards and upwards from here.
I think it is. I just think it doesn't look that bad. I think get me in the barbershops, trick people there.
New day job.
Yes, mate.
Fantastic. So moving on, Josh, would you like to say anything about your week?
Yeah, obviously, just been doing university work and stuff like that. But looking forward to tomorrow. That's a big day for me tomorrow. I've got a COVID vaccine.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing you boys for the first time in about
Way.
3 months.
Yeah.
So I'm buzzing for that. We're going to go to a nice little park, play some football. But also this week, I've recently been, I suppose you would say, unbanned from a certain site. And I thought, well, I'll ease myself in. And I put a fiver on over 1.5 in the European qualifiers games. I think it was Sunday or whatever it was. And basically, all of them won except fucking Germany.
Oh my.
So Germany won 1-0 and they were all over them the whole game. They just couldn't find that second. I was about to win 500 quid off a fiver. And
That's pain.
it's safe to say there was misery. But we'll go again. We'll go again.
Have you blocked your account again?
There's no European qualifiers tonight, is there? You know,
Maybe.
Not anymore.
it only happens once, lads. I'll let you know what happens as the podcast goes on.
I've not had a bet for a while. I'm waiting for the Grand National at Max
Yeah.
on the 10. I'm having a few cheeky bets, probably
I like
6-20 quid on.
Yeah.
I've won quite big on the horses recently, so
Wins
I
too
hope I
much.
can do that again.
You
Yeah,
win
Pab,
too much, you.
shout out. What was the horse called, Pab, that won the
Tiger
Tiger
Roll.
Roll. Shout
Tiger
out
Roll.
Tiger Roll.
What a horse! What
Very
a
good
horse.
horse. But
Tiger Roll. If you want to come on this podcast, at me.
What, the
We'll get in the
horse?
Yeah, obviously.
we
Well-
don't promote gambling, by the way, guys. If you're listening, so.
If
Yeah,
we've seen the recent TikToks, we'll know what Max's opinion on horses is.
Yeah, I had a few drinks that night. What good stuff, Josh. So we all wish you luck in your
Thank you very much. I'll let you know.
career of betting. Pal, moving on to you. What would you like to tell us?
Well, I've just bought a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, lad.
Yeah. I'm about 2 years too late, but I'm actually really enjoying it. I've got Animal Crossing. You know, lit game.
If you want to add him, up,
Yeah,
then
hit me up and I'll send you my
All
code.
the 10-year-old girls
You,
get
you
added.
you can visit my island.
It's
Well,
not.
I bought
It's not that island that all the celebrities have been going to, is it? And
no, but I've also bought like the classic games like Crash Bandicoot,
Oh,
Rayman,
great
if anyone
games.
used to play that. Just things like that, like the old games that I used to play as a child, and I'm enjoying them very much. So
I like
it's just,
it.
yeah, it's chilling.
Killing your time a bit in lockdown.
Yeah, exactly. Just gotta do something.
Good stuff. Well, we've all had a good week, and we're all raring to go for the third episode of the podcast. So we're going to jump right into it. First of all, welcome. So this episode is going to be predominantly about the European Championships that are coming up. I'm sure if you're listening to this, you would have all heard that they're coming up, know about it. If not, then educate yourself.
Yeah, get it together, guys. Come on.
Oh, Croatia under 21s have just scored a worldie in the 91st minute, which is going to knock England out. So that's a good bit. For them.
Really? What? Knocks it? What? I thought we were winning 2-0.
Yeah, we needed to win by 2 goals to qualify.
Shit.
So yeah, sorry about that. So the European Championships for the men's firsts are going to be coming up. I believe they start June the 8th, but don't quote me on that because I don't know. And it's going to be interesting. That's all we're going to say. It's going to be very interesting. So we're going to start with, we're going to take a look at the groups that have been picked for this. There are 6 groups. Maybe. I think there's 6 groups. 1.
Yeah, there's 6. There's 6.
Right, guys, there's 6 groups. We're going to start off with Group A, lads, and I'd like to hear. I'll read the teams out for you, and I want to hear who you think is going to finish top of the group to start with. We'll just go round and have a little discussion. So, in Group A, we've got Turkey, Switzerland, Italy, and Wales in that group.
Interesting.
I'll start off with myself, and Italy should win the group.
They should, yeah.
Yeah.
Italy should win the group. Everybody think Italy should win the group?
Yeah, they should.
Yeah.
They've actually been in really good form as well. I think a lot of people underestimate Italy, but they've got some good players. They've got a young team coming through like Chisea. He's a
Donnarumma,
quality little baller. Donnarumma, yeah. They've got some really good talent. They've got a really good midfield of like Italian players like Locatelli, Tonali, and things like that. I think they're underestimated, and I think
the Barella as well. That centre
Oh.
mid.
I think
So they
they're
should be a dangerous little
yeah,
out.
maybe a dark horse, but I think they're unbeaten in a while actually.
I saw that stat. There was
Yeah.
a stat
That is-
about 2 years, I think it was, that they haven't lost a. It might have been a qualifier, or I don't know what the stat was, but
Yeah, something like that. But yeah,
I just think Wales might have a little. You know, if Wales have a good tournament,
you think Wales?
Wales, no.
Yeah, but they
I
just
think so.
beat Czech Republic.
Wales
but-
is going to change this team.
Czech
Lad.
Republic. We're talking about Czech Republic here.
Right, we'll take
I know,
this
but
that one. Group B, we have Russia, who I personally
Wait.
don't like.
Sorry, Max. For Group B, who do we say that's going to come out second?
For Group A.
Yeah, because
sorry,
obviously
Group A,
2 go
yeah.
through, don't you?
We didn't
So-
say, but I think Wales should come second.
Nah, Turkey.
I'm going to say
Ooh.
Turkey. I'm going to say Turkey.
Didn't they beat?
Must be.
They just beaten
Yeah,
the
like
Netherlands.
They're,
someone else 6-0. Didn't
they're
they?
scoring goals for fun.
Wow.
I'm going to back Turkey.
So Turkey.
I'm going controversial. I'm back in Switzerland then.
Switzerland are a decent team as well. It's a tough between those bottom 3, I think. But
Shaqiri's been on form, to be fair. He gets
Yeah.
balls in the box.
Good player.
Turkey won 4-2 against the Netherlands.
yeah, I
That's
think Turkey are very good. I'm saying Turkey and Italy for Group A.
Yeah.
Right, so those 2 for Group A. For Group B, we have Russia, Belgium, Denmark, and Finland. Realistically, Belgium should.
Have to. They have to go
They
through.
should. But they've not been playing well recently.
They haven't, but their quality. De Bruyne can change the game, can't
Like-
he?
They've got enough to get through that group, surely.
But Russia, I don't know. But I've got a feeling they can come top if they draw with Belgium and win the other games.
Controversial. If Russia
Yeah,
turn up,
they've been playing. Yeah,
then
because we all know how they performed at the World Cup. I don't know whether it was just the fact that they were playing at Russia, but they played very well. But,
they were
yeah.
on one at the World Cup, to be fair to him.
For me, Finland have a goal in them, but Denmark have been on fine form.
Yeah, Denmark's going to win it, I think.
What, the whole tournament?
No, not the whole tournament, just their group.
They won
Oh.
8-0 yesterday, didn't they?
Denmark have a really good young team, and
Yeah.
they look very well organised, very well structured. As good as Russia can be on their day, I think Denmark will just edge it. It'll be tight.
Get second.
Yeah.
Kasper
I think so.
Schmeichel in net as well. Very
Yeah.
good goalkeeper. Underrated, lad. So,
I think Denmark nicks second, yeah. For sure.
all right, so Denmark second. So moving on to Group C, we have Austria, Netherlands, North Macedonia, and Ukraine.
Got to be the easiest group to predict, surely.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
got to be Netherlands and Austria, surely.
Has to be.
Yeah, there's not much chat about that. Netherlands are winning it.
North Macedonia, who have they even got?
Alioski.
I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah,
Oh.
baller.
What's
I tell you what, though, don't sleep on Ukraine. Don't sleep
Yeah,
on
no.
them.
No, I'm not sure about
Is
that.
it that Conor Pianka guy who's
Conor
overpowered
Pianka,
for like
they've got
16?
Segnikov. They've got some decent players. They're one to watch out for.
They've got that Andriy Lunin in goal,
Yeah,
the
they've got
Real
a decent
Madrid
keeper.
superstar, apparently.
But realistically, it should be Netherlands top, then
Yeah.
Austria. But
Yeah.
Netherlands are a dodgy side.
They've not been playing well, have they?
They're on and off, but
Is it-
yeah.
Oh.
That Luke de Jong, he's not there anymore. Robin's not there anymore.
Yeah.
They've lost all the experienced players, and they're preying on the young players pretty much. Like
Memphis Depay has been scoring goals for them. That's actually worrying.
True.
Yeah, same with they rely heavily on actually Gini Wijnaldum to score goals, and
Oh.
he's not really a born goal scorer. But it's the same story with Austria as well. Really, they have a really good side with players like Sabitzer and Konrad Lima and things like that. But they're not. They're not playing well. So yeah,
They're
it's
out
a
of
difficult
form
one.
at the minute.
But on paper, you've got to say Netherlands and Austria go through. It
Surely,
just,
it's
just
got to be
depends
that.
who's top and who's bottom. But I'll go out and say Netherlands finish top.
Yeah, well said.
Mm.
We'll
Yeah.
take that. Right, Group D, the big one, is Czech Republic, Croatia, Scotland, and England.
England! England!
So, for me personally, it's got to be Croatia and Scotland.
Oh, here we go. Fuck off. Fuck off.
England are not making it out.
Don't worry, Group B's up next, Pav.
Don't worry. John
Don't worry,
McGinn will
James
score a
Madison
hat trick against
scoring for
England.
John McGinn will be playing. Wow.
Right. What I would love to happen in Group D is England and Scotland go through, obviously. But let's be real, Scotland are shit. I mean, really shit.
They're only good
I mean,
players, Robbo.
there's great draws in the last 2 games. No, Robbo's been shit for them as well.
Tierney. He's got to wear that armband for Scotland.
What?
He's going to
Are
be
you
up and
mad?
down a pitch. He's going to score a goal against England. I'll whack a bet on it.
There's no
Really?
Arsenal bias here. No Arsenal bias.
It'll be good odds, that. It'll be good
Yeah,
odds.
I might stick like £2 on that.
Yeah.
Tierney is not scoring. Scotland aren't scoring.
No.
They have added Che Adams, which is interesting. But I think if we're being realistic about it and putting, with like Rangers in the Champions League, you sort of think you believe the hype with them, but then you realise they're actually just shit compared to like other teams. And I think that's the same with Scotland. And Czech Republic have an okay shout. They've got Thomas Souček and things like that, but it's got to be Croatia and England. And what a revenge story that will be to beat Croatia.
I really hope Croatia batter England again. Please.
Really turn them over.
I need some revenge over Croatia.
My worry is England plays Scotland on a Friday evening, and it just adds to everything about that game. I feel like
I can't wait for that.
Yeah, but that's the game that we could drop points 100%.
100%. That I can. To be honest, we could drop points against any of these.
Well, yeah.
Realistically, we should dispatch Czech Republic quite comfortably, and realistically, we should with Scotland. But because of and Scotland, England. Let's be real. England are. They're a team of pussies. There's no one in the England team that you think fucking hell he'll give it to him.
He'll get
whereas Scotland, bloody hell, they'll give it you all right.
It's going to be a massive call it a derby game, isn't it?
It's going to be huge.
It's massive. So the pub's going to be full.
Definitely.
It's just going to be all Brexit people there.
Andy Robinson is going to be well up for a scrap with English.
Same with Tierney, you know it is. But who are we picking then? Because I'm going to go for England and Croatia.
I'll go England to win the game.
It's got to be Croatia, England.
Okay.
By the way, we've got Croatia first game of the tournament, so that's huge to get off.
Oh, that's got to be big.
That game sets the mood, doesn't it?
Yeah.
If we beat Croatia, then I think we fly through comfortably. But otherwise, if we lose that first game, we're in trouble.
Yeah,
100%. Big start needed again. Harry Kane will score a few. So, Group E, guys, we have there you go, Fab. Sweden, Poland, Spain, and.
Boo!
Oh,
Boo!
all right. Let's talk realistic. I'm gonna talk here without any bias.
No,
We should come out the group, but in second place.
Oh,
it just depends how on form Sweden are.
Zlatan, mate, he's back.
Yeah, that's what I'm scared of. It's Forsberg as well. He can just ping the ball around.
Can we agree that Slovakia are just gone?
yeah.
Well, they've got that Handanovic in goal. That's pretty much it. There's no one else, is there?
They got a couple of okay players, but for me, they're not even in the question.
Yeah.
If
Lewandowski's
on form in the Euros, Pab, I'll give you that. You stand a good chance of getting out of the
the problem is that we rely too much on Lewandowski.
100%.
When Lewandowski doesn't score a goal, we're like, it's his fucking fault. But it's the players that are behind him that aren't being creative enough. We love passing it around the back. I don't know why.
Keep the ball
because our defenders are crap. Just ping it. Zielinski, he plays in the Serie A, creative player, plays for Napoli, starts every game. His passes are on point, but he just doesn't get that chance because he plays wing.
Yeah.
Today he's on the left wing, and I don't understand why when he's playing that central attacking midfielder.
Dodgy.
Where he can just get the through ball to Lewandowski.
Fair point.
I have a bit of a controversial take with Group E. I think Poland and Sweden go through. I think Spain don't make it.
Really?
You reckon?
I've seen Spain over. I've seen Spain over the last few days. I've seen Spain over the last few months. They are shit. They're a shadow of the former selves that Spain used to be.
I think they finished.
They're relying on Alvaro Morata to score goals, and he can't do it. I mean,
they've still got Diego Costa.
they nearly drew against Georgia if it wasn't for a 90th minute screamer. I think Poland will be consistent. I think Sweden, if Zlatan plays, I think we'll be able to score goals. And all it takes for Poland and Sweden is to draw against Spain and then, beat one another and beat Slovakia, and they're through.
Yeah,
so
you say that, but we in the World Cup we played Senegal as a first game and we lost 3-1.
See, I know, but I just think Lewandowski's in the form of his life. I think he's got decent players around him. I think you could probably take a draw off Spain, and that will probably be enough.
Hopefully, if we can beat Slovakia and Sweden, and get a draw Spain, we're through as the top
That's the thing. I can just see Spain drawing against Poland and Sweden because you were just set up so defensively, and then against Slovakia, I feel like they'll be up for it. So I don't see Spain making it out. I think Poland and Sweden go through.
That's
I
fair.
hope so. I do hope that will happen.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to keep my cool about it because I do want Poland to go through. But in the back of my mind, it's like they probably won't make it through because we just bottled it.
You never know.
It'd be great if we can.
Like you say, if Spain drops some stupid points, then you've got every single chance of getting. I'll give it you. You'll finish second. Sweden, Poland go through.
Ooh, everyone's on the Spain out train.
Yeah.
I reckon it's going to be Spain, Poland. I reckon Spain's going to come on form.
Oh,
The thing is as well,
it's got to be Spain,
Spain have
Poland.
got quite an aging team. Like when you think about it, like realistically, they've got one or two youths that not youths, like younger players that aren't really like doing anything special at the minute.
That's a good point because you make a good point that they've got an aging squad like PK, Busquets and stuff, but then they've got a really young side of the squad like Ansu Fati and Pedri and things like that. But there's no one in between that kind of links the two.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I feel like they've got experience but not enough speed, and then at the other end they've got speed but no experience. So it's difficult.
100%.
Like, don't get me wrong, defensively they're set up. They've got Ramos, PK,
but they're all old.
and Busquets. They're old, but they've got that experience. They can defend.
But one ball over the top and that's it. They're done.
They've got no pace on
True,
anymore, have they?
true. And like that, Oyarzabal,
Oyarzabal's decent, but he doesn't get that much game time.
No, I know, but he's still got class like Fati, like you said, Fati. That Dani Olmo from the Bundesliga.
Ansu Fati's still injured. Yeah, Dani Olmo's decent.
I don't know. They've got a chance. They do
Don't
have
worry,
a chance to come first,
just
especially
stick
if they.
Ceballos in.
No,
I hate him. Don't you?
How has he
Hate
got
it.
the number?
Right.
Oh,
I don't even want to talk about this next group because I don't know. I don't know.
Hungary top.
I just speak about it. I mean, there's three teams that should be going through, and unfortunately, two go through.
What are the teams again?
Can we agree? Yeah, well, it's France, Germany, Hungary, and Portugal. But can we all just agree that France are going through, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they should
that's one
come
done.
out top.
Yeah, they should top group.
Top.
Yeah, that's one done then. So it's between Hungary aren't making it through. As decent as they might be, they're not making it through.
How'd you pick? I don't know how you pick.
It's got to be Portugal.
and Germany.
It's
You
got
really?
to be
Wow.
Portugal.
I don't know.
They rely on Ronaldo though.
No,
No, they don't.
No,
They
you
don't. They
They've
don't.
got
Yeah,
Pizzi, who plays very well in Liga NOS. That Rafa Liga NOS as well, a really good player. Ronaldo, who can play striker, winger, anywhere.
hang on. You're
Ruben
missing
Diaz.
you're missing the player that carries them. It's Jota.
Jota, the man.
Bruno
No,
Fernandes.
not
as
Bruno.
well.
Jota.
Jota as well. Bruno Fernandes loves a good penalty. Danilo Pereira plays for PSG.
Decent, yeah,
Defensive
decent.
Big shithouse. Can bully anyone off the ball. Ruben Diaz in defence. The goalkeeper, like Lopez Giza, plays Olympic Marseille. Good
We
goalkeeper.
got Patricio as well. haven't we?
Patricio as well, but he's out injured.
Yeah, he's injured at the minute, but
Yeah. So surely they've got to be beating Germany. And with the way Germany's been playing for the World Cup qualifiers,
I mean, who have Germany got at the minute?
Easy.
I'm trying to think. My mind's gone blank.
they've got Kai Havertz, Timo Werner. They've got Serge Gnabry, Leroy Sané. It's a good team. Kimmich.
It is.
It's got a really good team.
They bottle tournaments, don't they?
yeah, they do.
Yeah, but you can't say that because they won the World Cup not long ago.
They did, but they're in the. Who did they get knocked out against in the?
I know.
Was it like 7-1 in Brazil?
Yeah, last year. No, they beat Brazil 7-1.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah.
But the thing is, you all know I'm a big advocate of the Portugal team, and I think they'll do well. Saying that, I've watched them intently over the last few days because obviously I think they're going to go far. Well, I've backed them to win the World Cup.
Oh.
I now sort of retract that a little bit. I think they've been absolutely terrible, and I think the reason I said that Portugal will go on to win the World Cup, not just because they've got a great squad, but Ronaldo is his last chance to ever win a World Cup, and I feel like the story sort of ends with him winning it. But I think he makes the team worse, and I think it's the same at Juventus. I think as amazing as Ronaldo is, he's not got it in him anymore to run about. So you're relying on him to just stand in the middle and hope that the ball falls to him. And unfortunately, that leaves you playing with 10 men. And that's what's happened in the last few games. Yeah, they should have won that game where the ball was over the line massively. But at the same time, they shouldn't be put in that situation where they're having to win in the 90th minute. It shouldn't be that way. So as bad as Germany look as well, I'm going to say Germany scraped through.
Really?
Like you said with Portugal, with Ronaldo, it's his last, well, it could be his last Euro.
But he's already won the Euros.
Yeah, but he might want to win it again, so that might give him more passion.
I think he's more
give it that drive.
I think they'll look to go again at the World Cup. I don't think they'll be that good this year, and I think they'll look to go again at the World Cup.
Planning for the World Cup.
I'd like, well, just all I'm going to say is fuck Germany, the cunts. Get France and Portugal through that.
So you want the Germans out, 100%?
I want them out. We don't like the Germans.
Okay. This is going bad. Not really. So I think the Germans could be going out. It's the best group that's in there. I don't actually know who England get if we go through the group, to be honest. I'll have to do some more research on that.
Yeah, is it not a draw or is it?
Well, you'll not be playing Group C.
Well, I don't know what group plays each other. That's what I've not done research on. So, guys, we'll find that out soon for you and come back.
We'll probably do another podcast once it's a few games in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm sure we will.
We'll probably predict the quarters and things like that.
We'll have a little prediction. So, first of all, lads, looking at the Euros, we need an underdog team that we'll all pick one. We'll all pick one underdog team that we think are just gonna surprise people. There's always that one team that let's be honest, have a little bit of luck, play very well, defend well, win games, and get far in the tournament. There's that one team. Who are you picking for that one?
See, that's tricky.
For me, it's got to be North Macedonia. Alioski scored. No, I'm joking. But
to win it.
Turkey. For me, Turkey, I think they've got a solid chance of getting semis or finals.
With the amount of goals they're scoring at the minute, that is not a bad shout because...
Like Josh said, I think they are just scoring goals for fun, really, aren't they?
They definitely are at the minute.
They've not stopped.
It's for me, that's a dark horse because no one expects Turkey to even get out of the group stage. Like a few years ago, they were crap. They didn't even get into anywhere. But I reckon they could get far.
That's what I mean. If they get a little bit of luck and they get through their group, then they've got a very good chance of.
That's it. That's all they need, isn't it?
Of doing well in the tournament. But I think you've got to look, guys, that Scotland could be some dark horses here. This is
no way.
Are you actually just saying that?
Might go far.
Mm-mm.
How far? How far do you think they'll get?
Not far.
They'll get through the group.
That's not really far,
Yeah,
though, is it?
fair enough for them. And no one likes them, so I think the Scottish could take a little bit of beating. If they get a draw against England, then we're in trouble, boys.
Yeah,
we could be.
If that happens, absolute scenes.
But guys, that's not going to happen. Don't worry.
Elliot, who's your dark horse?
I'm going the same as you. I'm going Turkey.
Okay.
Like me and Josh said a minute ago, they're scoring goals for fun. I think they're going to be one of them teams, though. They're going to score a lot, but they're going to concede a lot.
No, not with Kabach at the back.
No, I still think they'll be... as much as I think Kabach's probably quite a good player, I think they're going to get through. I think they'll get to the semis, definitely. I'm backing them for the semis, but I just think they score loads, but they concede a bit as well.
Wait, you think Turkey are going to get to the semis?
Yeah, I'm backing Turkey for the semis.
Yeah, I'm with Elliot.
Wow.
Definitely.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I like
not
to get
not
to
the
the semis.
final. I think for the final, I think it could possibly be England and Italy for the final.
Wait, Italy in the final?
Yeah.
Did you say England in the final?
This is dodgy.
Elliot, I'm not sure about this one, mate.
That is what I'm thinking. You know what? Let's go back to the Liverpool-Barca game. I had that feeling early on. Everybody said, nah, Liverpool fucked it. we're not finishing Champions League. And I said to everyone, no, we've got this. We've got a big comeback. And we won, and then won the Champions League.
The one time Elliot's ever been right.
I'm backing England to the final.
I agree with England, Elliot.
To the semis.
We'll bottle it. We all know we'll bottle it.
Elliot, I just think Italy haven't got the power to get to the final.
You not think?
No, not at all.
No.
Well, if not Italy, definitely France. 100%.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Josh, who's your dark horse?
Italy.
Are they a dark horse?
I would argue they're a dark horse now. I don't think anyone's even spoken about them at all, getting anywhere near.
That's true. You don't really hear about them.
And I just think the form that they're in, the quality that they have, I don't think it's Euro winning quality, but I think they'll make a real comeback and show that Italian football is where it's at. And I think they'll reach I think they have a good chance of reaching the semis, realistically the quarters, but I think they'll impress everyone with the style of play that they'll have. And I think they'll come up against, I have a feeling they'll come up against, I don't know who the group face, but I think they'll come up against someone big in the quarterfinals or whatever it is that comes first. And I think they'll take a real big scalp on someone and get people to take notice. So I'm going with Italy.
Does anyone know who the manager of Italy at the moment is?
Pirlo.
Is it? No, it's not.
No, he's like,
Who is it? I don't know.
I'll find out. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were asking like you knew, Pav.
Yes.
No, I didn't. I was just wondering.
No.
Roberto Mancini.
Oh,
Ooh.
Manchester City.
Legend.
Decent.
So they could do well.
So he could do.
They have a good team as well. Like again, I mentioned Chisea because he's so good. Immobile scores goals for fun. I mean, they've got a decent setup. They've got Donnarumma at the back, who we know. Chiellini's got experience. And I really, really like Locatelli, who's a midfielder. They've got Verratti, who can turn on a whim. Like you've mentioned, Barella. They've got Jorginho. They've got good squad depth. Florenzi.
Insigne.
Florenzi at right back.
Funny story about Insigne. Poland were playing England at one point. It was a friendly. Insigne made a tackle on one of the Polish players. Nothing was given. So one of the Polish players got pissed off. And he's a big guy. So he just two-footed this guy, Insigne. And Insigne started crying about it.
Tiny, isn't he?
Yeah. Polish people just love a good snap.
But yeah, I think Italy have a chance.
That's a good shout.
Okay.
With the thing we've got to think about is it's tournament football at the end of the day, isn't it? Which team are going to adapt the best to tournament football?
Yeah.
We can talk all we want about how good the national team is, but you've got to be clever in tournament football, haven't you? You take the lead, you defend the lead.
Like you said, it's because it's it's a national football. You're playing for your nation. You're not playing for your club.
Yeah.
And obviously, you play with them once every 2 months, something like that. Once every. You don't really know them. You don't know how they play, what they like to do, how they like to pass, what runs you've got to make, and that also makes it tough to decide what team is going to win each group.
Well, exactly. Any team could, but there could be some surprises in this European Championship. 100%,
Yeah, definitely. I agree.
Which we're not too sure about yet. But I'm going to say we'll all make a little prediction. Who's in the final? Elliot, you've said England and Italy, or is England and France?
Sorry, Max. Who's your dark horse?
I don't know. You know, I'll probably stick with Scotland for me. At the end of the day, Scotland could make. I don't like them, but Scotland could make it quite far.
All right.
Andy Robertson leading them to the final.
Yeah, Che Adams.
He can't win the Premier League with Liverpool this season, but he can win the Euros.
I've just got a bad feeling about England playing Scotland on the Friday night, to be honest. I know we should win, but lads, there's something that's going to happen there. I'd put money on a draw, guys. If I was a betting man, then money.
You are.
What? Then money would be going on the draw. But who is everyone's final? Elliot, we know yours.
What, England, Italy?
No, I'm torn between Italy and France, but it's definitely it's either England and Italy or England and France for me.
I like it. Who are you going for, Josh?
I'm not too sure, you know. It's a difficult one to say because there are. I don't think anyone's been particularly amazing at international level.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Even France don't look great. I'm.
And you don't know who's going to turn up.
If I have to pick, I'm going to back England just because you've got to back England, haven't you? And I'm going to go for Belgium. England-Belgium.
Oh,
okay.
I'm going to go for England.
All right, interesting.
If De Bruyne has a good tournament, I think that could settle it for Belgium because let's be honest, he's world class, unbelievable.
I think Lukaku's playing well as well, so I'm going to go for England-Belgium.
And Batshuayi, did you see Batshuayi's goal last night?
I don't want to talk about him. I don't like him.
You know?
Oh dear!
I think he's awful. I think he's abysmal. I really do.
Have you got any words for him?
Missy Batshuayi, you might be a lovely bloke, but you can't hit a barn door. And I would say I'm a better striker than you.
Hashtag clip for TikTok.
Oh, good hashtag. Could you please comment on our hashtag?
Please.
Who is your
Batshuayi, if you're listening, please share on TikTok.
who is your final contenders?
For me, Poland, North Macedonia. Got to be.
You never know, do you?
It's got France will definitely be the final, or 100%. There's no doubt about it.
They're world class.
I just don't know who the other one
Probably
is.
England.
Maybe Italy or Belgium.
Everyone's on the Italy train.
Yeah.
Could be some money going on this.
I don't know. I'm going to go Croatia. Actually,
In the final?
Croatia and France.
Wow. It's going to be World Cup repeat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bloody
That's,
Croatia. It's going to be the same.
And where do England go out? In the semis?
Yeah, in the semis. I reckon they're going to play Croatia. Croatia's going to win again in extra time.
I didn't want to go through that again.
We'll take the lead.
But yeah, I reckon it's going to be the same as the World Cup. And then I don't want France to win it because I don't like French people. I do want Croatia to win it because big up Croatia.
So, looking at the odds, lads, without going on your phones right now, could you all have a little guess or tell me who are the third favourites currently 11-2 to win the European Championship?
That's quite high.
Put it in the comments, more guys.
I'm going to have a guess.
Yeah.
The third favourite.
Third favourite at 11-2.
That's high for a third favourite.
Mm.
I'm going Belgium.
I'm going Germany.
What's that, Elliot?
I'm going to go Spain.
So we've got Belgium, Germany, and Spain. I can tell you that one of you are correct. And that is Elliot.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well done.
What?
Elliot. So England are joint favourites with France, which is very controversial because
But the thing about the group, like the betting, obviously it's a British bet site you're using Sky Bet, aren't you? Yeah, so obviously all the British people are going to be using Sky Bet, therefore making the odds bad for England because everyone knows they're going to stick money on them, hoping they'll
100%.
win.
A lot of money will have gone on England already, because,
Yeah, definitely.
which is quite controversial, really. But we've got a good chance. I might have a tenner on, I think. Lads, we're going to move on to the next little topic for you all.
Mm.
Could you tell? No. So at the moment, we've all missed football very dearly. None of us have been to any games. Obviously, fans aren't allowed at the minute, which is just horrendous. Do you think? It's not going to be full capacity. We know that. Do you think there's going to be fans at the European Championships?
100%. I think there will be.
There's got to be. It's got to be at social distancing, like every second seat or something like that. There's got to be fans.
There will be, but you know, it's all over the country, it's all over the place, isn't it? I mean, you've got.
It's around Europe. Well, I don't know if they've changed that now, though. They might only be doing it.
They were talking about doing it only in England, which would have been unreal. But yeah, there's a couple of games in England, couple of games. It's all over Europe, which is okay. But I just feel like some countries are going to be like no, and then there's going to be a massive home advantage as well for some teams because They're not
100%.
they're not going to allow British people to just pop on over and stuff like that. It's just not going to happen. Well, we literally can't. We literally can't.
Britain anyway, like, don't they? Like, because of European Union, that they're all.
And the Brexit, everything going on there.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, France are having a third wave.
Yeah.
So is Spain. England's just got off
More
the second wave.
Don't say that. I don't want a third one.
Yeah. I don't want to jinx this. I'm going to stop right there.
Back, but there will be some sort of capacity in the ground. It's just how much there's going to be. But just imagine the lift it's going to give the players, guys. Think about a Wembley, 20,000 there.
Yeah.
It's still going to give the players a lift, 100%. Hopefully.
But if all the games are played in England, it is an unfair amount advantage, especially this year where it's meant to be played all over Europe. Because England fans have the easiest access to it. And let's say if you have to fly in and then you have to quarantine for 14 days or something like that, it's not going to be very nice for the people coming over from other countries.
Yeah, it's
Europe.
not fair of them.
So England, if it is all in England, have a big advantage of going far into in the world.
Yeah, that was the talk, but I think it has changed. I don't know if it's official yet, but I think
I think they denied it. I think they said we don't want that to happen.
So it is all right in Europe again, which is going to be.
I think it's got to be hosted in the top 5 countries, which are obviously like Germany, France,
Poland,
Italy, Spain, and England. I wish.
Games.
And then because they're all quite close to each other, where you can drive, fly, or anything like that.
It's going to be exciting.
And I think that's the way it's got to be hosted, with 2 or 1 seat distance from each other.
Yeah, get us back in a football stadium, please.
They've got,
in the comments, guys. If you're thinking of getting tickets for the Euros, please let us know. And if you've got any going spare, I'm sure. Yeah, so we could take them.
Yeah,
lads, I want to know from you lot, where can you see yourselves? So it's a Friday night, and there's a small game going on between England and Scotland. Where can you see yourselves? Let's be honest, the pubs will want them.
I'll be down here, I suppose.
What time's kick off? What time's kick off?
Locations away, guys. Like 8 o'clock, maybe.
Okay, so I'm going to pass out in the toilet.
Good man.
You're not going to see the game.
I'm like the main
kid.
Passed out with a foil blanket wrapped around me and the church people looking at me.
Not again.
Pretty much every night out.
First aid.
I'll be down, I suppose, for the pre-drinks. Chatting up everyone and having a great time. But no, realistically, we'll be together watching it, and we'll see England fly through the group.
Exactly.
And Scotland will be in the mud.
Oh, just imagine the guys. We've just got to think about the atmosphere that it's going to create these European Championships.
The thing is, as well, everyone's ready to party, and it's like if England do well, this could be the turnaround for the summer. Do you know what I mean?
100%. I feel
definitely.
like if we get quite far in this tournament, let's say if we get to the final, there's going to be thousands heading to London, and I mean thousands. We will be there. If you want to meet the LadsTake at the European final outside, then let us know, lads, and we'll be there.
English people went crazy when they won against Colombia and things like that. So it's going to be twice or even thrice as much hype against it if you win against someone. Because no one's been out for a year. So no one's been in the pubs. Back then in 2018, people were chucking their drinks everywhere, chanting, singing, screaming, shouting, everything. But it's going to be twice as loud, twice as more hype, and it's just going to be unbelievable. Like the atmosphere in a pub, in a beer garden, 30 degrees out, everyone's singing Three Lions. I'm there, fuck all you, Poland's going to win. But it's just going to be beautiful. It's just going to be amazing to be there. And,
I can't.
What would you do if England were playing Poland in a pub predominantly with English fans?
I'd get a Polish shirt, paint myself in Poland, and I'll be like, "Fuck all you, come have a scrap." I know people.
Warren just wants to fight everyone.
No, it depends how much I drink. To be fair, if I'm not having much to drink, I'll just sit quietly. But if I'd loads, I'd
Hopefully
be
England play
starting
Poland.
fights.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
No, imagine.
Well, you don't know what covering, guys, so stay away.
Speaking about Poland playing England,
Yeah,
They
but
kick
not
off
for
in
that.
20
What's the prediction?
The
What
World
we
Cup
saying?
qualifiers.
3-0 England.
3-1.
Really?
Yeah, mountain.
Do you want my realistic or my
Told.
Polish? The realistic
Go on
with the
then,
lose
what
about
about your
3-1. We're going to win about 6-0. But the lineups have been released. Poland's playing a
What the
3-4-3.
fuck?
England's playing a 4-3-3.
Poland playing a 3-4-3 without
Yeah.
Lewandowski. That is brave.
Yeah. But left mid and right
Oh,
mid
so it's like
are
a 5.
like left
yeah.
back, right back. So I
Okay.
think it's a
Is Rugby actually
5-2-3.
in the team?
He's
What?
not. He's not. He's
Where
in
is
the
the
bench.
ball?
He's not good enough.
He's not showing. I don't know.
He can't make the team.
But we had 4 players
I know, what
test
they've been up
positive for
to.
COVID, but then they got tested again and they came back
Oh.
negative, so they're allowed to play.
Ooh.
So like players
Hang
like
on,
Kovacic,
they've
he's back
bamboozled
in the
us.
team.
Hang on. This is a
Oh,
scam.
mate, we
This is a
just
Jose Mourinho tactic.
But we've got a solid lineup. Our centre backs is Glick. Everyone knows him. He's played for Monaco. Now he's in Serie A. Bednarek plays for Southampton. Stelzner in goal. Obviously plays for Juventus. Very good keeper. Krychowiak plays for PSG at one point. Piontek scoring goals in the Bundesliga. Hertha Berlin. Zielinski, Świderski, Rebus. Everyone. I'm happy with this lineup.
Final question before
Yeah.
just a quick question before we leave for tonight, because I feel like we've covered a lot of stuff in this podcast. Well done, everybody. And if you're in the comments, then don't come back to this channel because you're out. How do you think, building up to these, Pav, we'll start with you for the Polish youth, leading up to the Euros, how was your, let's say, preparation? How have the games been? Are you playing good football?
What? Poland?
Yeah, so how are you?
Well, so we've just played Hungary and we've played. I can't remember the team saves. Who have played them?
It doesn't
Sorry.
matter. Carry on.
We played Andorra
Yeah.
as well. So we drew 3-3 with Hungary.
That
We
was a
went
mad
2-0
game.
down, then 2-2, then went 3-2
Wow.
down, and then we managed to put 3-3. Lewandowski scored a brace, so he carried us through that game.
So you should be beating teams.
Drawing with Hungary.
You should be beating teams like that, really.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. We should not be conceding 3 goals against a team like Hungary. But then we kept a clean sheet against Andorra, 1-3-0. That's the kind of football I'm expecting when we're playing these lower teams like Hungary and things like that. So hopefully we can get far in the Euros and in the World. Hopefully qualify for the World Cup. It depends how we play against England. Yeah,
And
that's it.
we'll see how you get on against England tonight. But I'm sure we'll speak about this before the European Championships again. Josh, do you think England have had a good preparation?
I think this is tonight's probably the night where we'll see if we have or not, really, because I know Poland haven't got Lewandowski, but Poland are a much better side than, well, obviously San Marino, and Albania. They might be okay at the back, but at the end of the day, every top team's beating Albania comfortably, and we're getting clean sheets, which is okay. But I feel like we haven't really been tested yet, which is worrying. I like the England team. I don't think when we go to a tournament, we're never a team. We're always. Elias has sent a message to the group chat. He's never coming back. He's quit the LadsTake.
He didn't like the chat.
He's fed up a bit. We gave his team a too low rating, and that was it. In the previous episode, if you did watch that. But
good.
yeah, with England, I just feel like we haven't been tested yet. I think when we go to tournaments, we're never actually a team. I think Southgate's doing the right thing to turn that around, but I don't know. Like I say, tonight will be the big judge, and we'll probably come back next week and say, England are great or England are in trouble.
So, do you think Poland's going to be a natural test for what England are actually going to play like later on in the future?
I think it's more of a test than the other two teams. Like, compared to the teams we've played so far, there will be a test
100%.
because nothing's happened so far. My only worry is, when players are playing teams such as Andorra and San Marino, obviously we've got to play those games to qualify for the World Cup. But personally, I just feel like the players are sort of coasting through those games. You're not challenging yourself for the European Championships at all, which is a worry. It does worry me. You go into a tournament with not enough practice, not enough tests. Then are you really ready for that tournament? I'm not too sure personally. But Poland will. I think the thing with Poland is they'll offer something different. They've actually got quality on the ball.
I do hope so. Tonight will tell.
100%.
And I wish as well that Lewandowski was playing, because if he was playing, then you'd really see, okay, what is our defence about? Because we know England's attack is good. Whether they link up well or not is a different question. But we know that we've probably got one of the best attacking front three in the international stage at the Euros level, at least in the top few. But our defence is always the thing that lets us down. So we'll see.
Yeah, it'll be a very good test against Stones and Maguire, especially if Lewandowski on them.
Which they need.
Just, because he plays that get behind. He wants to get behind them, play them, try and get them caught back so he can run through them. It'll be a good test for them if Lewandowski did play, but unfortunately he's not. We've got Piontek in that place, and hopefully he can do the same kind of Lewandowski and still test Maguire and Stones' ability to defend against players.
It would have been good for Stones as well in terms of the Champions League, because obviously, realistically, they'll probably end up facing Bayern Munich.
They definitely will, 100%.
And I think Stones getting that experience against Lewandowski at international level would have been good for them. But that's not the case, and we'll see what happens.
I just think
that's a story for another day, lads.
England, to be honest with you, he knows half the In all fairness, I think Harry Maguire's head's quite intimidating, so I think Lewandowski's a bit scared.
Elliot has joined back the podcast,
and he's come with his controversial takes.
But the topic for another day is we're going to have to talk about the Champions League, because it is getting to it's a massive debate. The Champions League, who's going to get through, is humongous. It's not for today. It's for another. Episode.
Well, hopefully we recorded like the 30-minute podcast to talk about our England squad, which hopefully should be out by now.
Yeah,
I'm guessing. Yeah, no. So hopefully we'll do something like that about talk about Champions League, saying who's going to get through and things like that.
Is there going to be an episode where you don't mention
the reason I'll keep bringing James Milner is I think when you get that podcast, 100%, he's a decent bloke.
Yeah.
We need to make a new rule for the future. Every time Elliot mentions,
I like the sound of that, to be honest.
But I'm not bothered because I'll drink for Milner.
That's what. Oh, I forgot right at the start. So to finish up today, guys, thank you very much to all our listeners. We've absolutely loved you a lot listening to this podcast, because it makes our weeks for the lads, and it's a really good chat for us to open up and have a good laugh with each other. It breaks the week up nicely for us. So we really appreciate you listening.
If you guys are interested, comment down below. Who do you think will win the Euros this year?
We do need some comments. So just to finish up, us, the lads here at LadsTake, are going to start doing a sort of... we're going to pick drinks for each other sort of thing, which are going to be very peculiar drinks, different things we haven't tried before. And we're all going to just pick a little drink and see how it goes. I know one member has a little drink. I'm just going to go around with what we're all drinking this week, just to let you guys know what sort of... So, Elliot, what have you got?
What are we calling this segment first?
We need to think of that. I don't know,
For now, we'll go with this is our LadsTake weekly beer review. But if you have any
Yeah.
ideas for a name for this little segment of the show where we something like that, or a pun or something like that. If you have an idea for us picking a new beer or a new cider or whatever each week, something different that you won't have heard of, let us know what you think the name of that should be. Drop it in the comments.
And also if you have any beers, IPAs,
good shout.
weird drinks that you want to try, get them in the comments, get them in the DMs, anything, and we'll go out our way
even
to
if they're
find
abroad, we'll
try
get
them. We'll try and get a whiteboard or something like that to write all our drinks, and then we'll rate them out of 10. And then we'll see which ones are the best, which ones are the worst.
I know we do this round about this quite a lot to the listeners, guys, but we are being very serious here. Please get in the comments because we would like some interaction because at the moment. Right, you heard it here.
One comment and then he shaves the rest of his hair. Come on, get it done.
Elliot, say that again.
Get one comment and it can't be from any of our relatives or relations or friends or anything. It has to be someone we don't know or don't know very well that has to comment.
Come on, G, get in the comments. Let's go.
All right, Elliot. First off to you, what drink choice of beverage have you gone for tonight?
I've gone for tonight is a Sadler's Peaky Blinders Lager, and it's pretty fucking shit. It tastes foul.
Elliot, what would you give it out of 10, mate?
Big fat 1. No.
Really? Is it that bad?
It's not the best. Max, I'd probably give it a 3, like very top.
Wow.
But, however, if that company wants to sponsor us, we love it. Honestly, we love a good whatever it is.
I personally really like it. If James Milner wants to bring out a little beverage, I'm sure Elliot will be interested.
What we need is a Beer 52 sponsor because that would make our life a lot easier. So, Beer 52.
Oh yeah, Beer 52. If you're out there listening, sponsor us. We'll drink all your beer. We'll say it's 10 out of 10 because it probably is. Let's be honest, it's Beer 52.
Don't give them too much free promo. But Beer 52, come on, sponsor the LadsTake. Pav, what are you drinking?
So, because I'm an immigrant, I like cheap things.
Like that £1.50
I went to Aldi
today.
Big up Aldi. And I always found some Italian beer. I always like a bit of Italian beer. Everyone knows the famous beer, Birra Moretti.
What's this called?
Yeah. I bought it. This is called Birra Mapelli. $9.99 for a crate of 12. Can't go wrong. Beautiful stuff. It actually tastes exactly like a Birra Moretti. Definitely worth it. I highly recommend. Solid 8 out of 10.
Lovely.
Nice little lager.
Matt, what are you having?
I'm just going to mention quickly, the players have walked out onto the pitch, so unfortunately, lads, we're going to have to wrap this up quickly. So
yeah, we are going to wrap this one up so we can celebrate England beating Poland. Come on!
Oh, Pab, national anthem, do you want to sing it for us now?
Oh, no, forget the Poland one. God save our gracious Queen. Oh, I can't wait to sing that in a beer garden. Come on, England!
Come on.
Let's go.
I've got Jack Daniels and cola in a little can from the Ooh. Very pricey. £2.40 for a 330ml can. Wouldn't recommend.
You've gone pot with that.
All expensive.
I've got Amstels. I'm on my third Amstel.
Oh, mixing and matching.
Now, we're going to move on to the just to the interesting one in this group.
I think you've left the best till last. Now, we decided upon this segment, and I took it upon myself to find the weirdest thing that looked like I could actually drink it. And maybe I've made the wrong decision, but I went into my local shop, and the lady behind the counter who definitely founded me too often. And she goes, what? In Sheffield?
In Clan, what?
What? No, but...
Moving on.
No further comment. But yeah, I went to my local shop and said, what's the weirdest like fruity cider you have? Because I'm not a big beer drinker. I will stay loyal to Bootlegger for the rest of my life. So I said, what's the weirdest cider you got? And she pointed out this thing, and I mean, I can't explain it. The can is disgusting. It's green, it's red, it's got a spider on it, it's got a dragon. It's called Dragon Soup. Now, lads, have you ever heard of anything from a bottle or can that's 7.5% alcohol?
No,
me neither. We're getting near wine levels with this. It was £3. It says it's not for pregnant women, and basically it's got caffeine, taurine, and guarana in it, whatever that is. It sounds like a drug. Dragon Soup is a flavoured fermented malt beverage containing high levels of caffeine. There's 35 milligrams per 100 millilitres. That's good. That means altogether there's 175 milligrams of caffeine in here. And yeah, let's give it a go.
Oh, here we go.
There we go. It's strawberry and lime flavour.
Here we go.
Let's see what it is.
Wow, John.
This is probably going to kill me off.
Wait, are you down
if I'm not around, no, I'm not down in it. Are you kidding me? It's got 175. I'll never sleep again.
Wait, Josh, before you do it, lads, who thinks he should down it? Me.
No, I'm not down in it. No.
That's too dangerous.
No, I tell you what. We're seeing each other for the first time tomorrow. As a celebration, I'll get another and we'll down it. I'll down it in front of it. Okay, here's a taste test though.
Is it just a alcoholic monster?
No, it's a caffeinated alcoholic beverage. That's what it says. It's not a monster. It's Dragon Soup. And I think I'm the only one that's ever bought this. So Dragon Soup, sponsor me. But here we go. Taste test.
Oh.
It's Josh Seaman here, and it's unbelievable. Proper ding dang ding. Shout out Ollie Ball there. Some big tips. Yeah, I heard he's been banned recently, so I'll take over because this is absolutely unbelievable.
Gary Ball, that was absolutely.
I don't know where Gary Barlow's come from, but that's been the LadsTake podcast episode 3. I'm going to give that a 7 out of 10. After downing it tomorrow, I'll probably give it a 0 because I'll be on the floor dying. But anyway, that's LadsTake podcast episode 3. Thank you, Max, for hosting. We're going to go get off our tits watching the England game. And that's it for now. Thank you very much for listening.
We need to pick a drink for each other next week, or do we not doing that now?
Oh, we'll find a random one. Don't worry about that.
Have a good night.
Everyone just bring a random drink to the podcast.
Yeah. Get it in the comments. Any suggestions, anything you liked about this episode. One comment, Elliot shaves the rest of his hair off. We'll see you next week. We've been the LadsTake. We love you. See you when you're older.
See you later.
Bye.